Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Scarlet Knights will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes offense will go to work first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man. It's Charles. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So Rutgers' offense will go to work for the first time. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Let's take a big-picture program perspective on Rutgers. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real... Isn't that right, Dave?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Okay, here comes... Ohio State offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Hard running there. And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And he finds some solid. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. The throw to the outside is complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Ohio State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
He'll toss it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. set up to throw. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Rutgers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And right down the middle. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Shoots it to the left. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
Well, really nice catch there getting the 1st down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on 1st-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the 1st round.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, and find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
The play action fake. Complete on the shuffle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've played 1, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight 1st quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Got his man in the middle. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. 1st guy couldn't get him, 2nd guy finally did. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Auburn. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And the Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Caught in the backfield, it's flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Sayin. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Snagged in the middle, it's Charles. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. At the 35, he's got room. They just gassed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Under fire! And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Oh, they're after it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. There is nowhere to go. He is stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Crawford. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Now on the return. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Give to the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they do on third down. Motion from the back. To throw, it's Sayin. Lofts one high and deep. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. After that penalty, now they're set up inside the red zone on 1st and 10. They'll try the outside to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the Buckeyes will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on 4th down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because they...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it breaks into the open. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights want to move quickly.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Grab behind the line. It's Crawford. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Crawford. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Scarlet Knights come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grab near the marker. It's Charles. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. To the air. It's Sayin. Fires to the middle. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on first and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Looking to fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
He's got the tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Coming out with it, it's Hamilton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working that left side. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. You've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Makes the grab on the left. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. That's caught. It's Ross. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He'll do it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
Right, absolutely. Slide. Don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to make magic with turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Makes the grab. It's Charles. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. There he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Auburn. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Scarlet Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Finds the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Garcia. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Bringing the heat. Got his man on the right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on 1st down. Intercepted for the 11th time. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The most satisfying play in football, and they remain undefeated.